Hello and welcome back to How to Game Differently. Today we're looking at the Split Pad Compact, the new Joy-Con controller for the Nintendo Switch. Now Hori do a lot of licensed Nintendo products. They do various different Joy-Cons and all sorts of things. But this is the brand new controller. It's only just come out in the UK. I know it's been out in Japan for a good couple of months now already, with various different types of colours and stuff. UK we only get the white yellow, which is the one I've got here, and a red one which does not look pretty at all. So first impressions, as you can see, it's quite different to the other style of Joy-Cons that they had. This is kind of like the in-between from the original Joy-Con from Nintendo to their versus the Split Pad Pro, which is much larger, which we'll go through the comparisons a bit later on. But first impressions, feels comfortable, feels a lot nicer. Let's just actually put it into the Switch. I like the joystick. The joysticks, don't know how well you can see that, but it's like a groovy bit and more of like a texture to like get a good grip onto it, whilst again go through it a bit better. But the split pad was all smooth and it didn't feel great at all. But yeah, no, this one feels a lot nicer. Got a D-pad, which is very responsive. A, B, Y, X as normal. Plus and minus, which they feel a bit too ingrained, quite far in. It's very flat, so it doesn't get in the way, which is good, but it's it might feel like it might be a lot of work to go onto it, but when you do press plus on anything, it's not actually that bad, to be honest with you. There's a capture button, there's a home button, but there's a few other features. There's a assign button. The whole idea is you can assign a button to one of these buttons, and then you got your extra button, your FR, I guess the other one's FL, button to, well, if you want an extra button on the back, if you don't like to use one of these for whatever reason. I'd be interested, leave a comment in the section. Do you actually ever use these on these kind of third-party controllers, these additional buttons? Because I never find the need. Personally, I never find the need to actually use that compared to any of those. And there's also a turbo button. You can't have a third-party controller without turbo these days, apparently. But yeah, it's a nice, comfortable grip. It's there's a texture to the back, so you've got a nice, quite a nice feel to it. It's not smooth, but yeah, no, it feels nice. Plastic's a little bit. It doesn't feel great, the actual face of the controller, but everything else feels nice. So overall, I'm actually pretty happy with this controller. It sits well in my hand. It's comfortable. The buttons are nice, and yeah, I could see myself having some good use out of this one. A couple of things to note, like the Split Pad Pro, can't use Amiibo. It won't do anything. They don't have that support on it, but you get that with a lot of third parties as well. No rumble, that's another thing, which is a disappointment. I don't see why they can't have rumble in this. And no gyro either. Now I know that doesn't make a big deal to a lot of games out there, but you know, to some, gyro is a necessary thing, especially with like Splatoon and all that, those type of games. There's no actual, you can't use these wirelessly. There's no battery inside, so the only way to have them powered on is being actually connected to the Switch. You can't do anything on its own. So do take that into consideration when purchasing these, that you don't get those features. Other than that though, you've got everything else that a Joy-Con would normally have, and you're kind of trading comfort for those three features, which I don't think is actually that bad. So that's what it looks like I say, on the device. Kickstand works fine with the kickstand. They market this very much with the OLED, so it'd be fine with the OLED kickstand. It does have these supports here to make it sit flush and comfortable. Don't really think it's that needed, but it's there. It doesn't get in the way when you're holding it. You know, it's out the way enough. But no, I like these a lot. I think these will probably become the way I'd play Switch going forward, using these. So that's what it looks like on the Switch. Now we'll have a look and see, as a comparison, for the regular Joy-Cons and the actual Split Pad Pro. Those are the size comparisons for the actual controllers. So Split Pad Pro, Split Pad Compact, and the regular Joy-Con. Quite a difference in size. It's nice to have this option now. Right, we'll go into some bit more comparison. So that's the difference on the back. Obviously a lot thicker. The weight-wise, the Joy-Con is a lot heavier compared to the Split Pad Compact. Reason for it is it's hardly got anything in it. Like I say, no rumble, none of the other features and stuff. So this will obviously feel a lot heavier. Realistically, it's probably got about a half extra compared to the regular Joy-Con for size. So if you got a case that fits a Switch with the Joy-Cons on, it's not going to be fitting your compact. But the main comparison that I want to have a look at is the compact versus the Pro. Now, this actually feels heavier than the Split Pad Pro. As much as I really like the idea of the Split Pad Pro, it was not done properly, I have to say. I got the Demonax Machina version, which was the very first ones that they did. They've done other designs as well, but yeah, this one, I wasn't a big fan of the button placement. Didn't like the joysticks. But the main problem with this controller was all these buttons, the plus, the home, the assigns, capture and all that, it's made out of rubber, which, I don't know if you can really see that, but yeah, it's horrible. It's really horrible. Whilst this is plastic. It's actual plastic, so it feels so much nicer compared to this. Let's give you a bit of a comparison look. So that's the Switch with the on. Split pad obviously sticks out a bit, so it looks a little bit silly in a way. But like I say, with the actual compact, near enough flush. You know, there's like a little groove bit here. Out of the three, I definitely think the compact is the better option. So yeah, so that was the Split Pad Compact review impression comparison. Price range for these controllers are between £45 to £50, depending where you're buying it from. I got mine through Amazon, but like I say, these are going for the same price. If I could pick one, I would choose this. This feels a lot better quality, a lot more comfortable to hold, and a lot weightier, which feels better and nicer. So I definitely recommend choosing this, the compact, over the Split Pad. So let me know in the comment section, are you planning on getting the Split Pad Compact? If so, what color scheme are you going for? Obviously I've gone for the white and yellow, which was the nicest out of the two. Not totally sold on it, but hey ho, it's all we can get at the moment. So yeah, what color scheme are you getting? Are you what features are you looking forward to playing with, or do you think the lack of rumble and, you know, amiibo support and everything is a bit of a, you know, is it going to stop you from purchasing these? I definitely recommend getting one. Like I say, for £45, that's a good price. It's cheaper than the Joy-Con and they are more comfortable to hold. And as always, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please look to subscribe and click on that notification bell to let YouTube alert you that there's a brand new episode of How to Game Differently, and I will speak to you soon. Goodbye.